First and foremost, I love you. I care about you. I want the best for you. I thank God for you being in my life. Every memory we have, unless we ever met, but I'm talking about like the people that are gonna feel this and feel some type of way. But anyways, as a young man, I realized certain things weren't gonna work out for me. So I made adjustments. I used to work at a pet store, realized I wasn't making enough money, look for other career opportunities or jobs to pay my bills, and put my ego to the side. Became a janitor at a high school. And then from there, met some people who pushed me in a direction to expect better from my life. All right. I have struggled my entire life. It is nothing new to me. So I do not need much to sustain myself. But I think oftentimes people are using the things that they enjoy more often than the things that they need. For example, you might know people who abuse some type of substance, whether that be alcohol, drugs, whatever. Some people who might love to eat out too much. People that want to go on a trip every week, every month, or whatever. But then they come back and they have nothing. And they ask me for money, right? There's been times, mind you, almost every time people ask me for money, I send it to them, no matter the amount. I'll just go ahead and put that out there. But there's been times where I have to miss out on life for the sake of sending all of these people money with nothing in return. And I'm fed up, truly, because what I ask for is not much. Sometimes I'll send money and I know I'm never going to see it again. And that's fine, because that's life. And money is not something that I hold to. But if you're going to pay me back in anything, any type of currency, any type of just substantial value, the number one thing you can do is watch my YouTube videos, which is free. Share it on your social media, which is free. And help me come up so that as I come up, I can help you more. But instead, what do people do? What do people do? People ask, they receive, they disappear. Then, when they run out again, they come back, they ask, they receive, and then they disappear. And the cycle is, it's only annoying because a lot of people aren't realistic. A lot of people think they have goals in life, but they're not doing anything to achieve those goals. If I have a goal to one day attain $1 million to put towards my children, and I'm not invested in things that will give me a long-term return, or I don't have a career path that will give me a retirement that I can then give to my children, I'm lying to myself. If I'm just hoping that I'm going to win the lottery, I'm investing way more than I'll ever get back. Because I'm just trapped in a cycle of unguaranteed return. So, before I give out another mother-loving dollar, you better come with me on this journey of these videos I've been speaking about, multiple different topics about life, myself, experiences, etc. Because if I don't see them views go up, I don't even care if it's up by 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, 8 people. I ain't gonna number the amount of people that ask me for money. But if I don't see that number jump up on every video, I'm not gonna make this easy. I'm not just gonna say watch this one. Every video I ever made, because then I know we locked in. Then you're wasting your time asking me. You're wasting my time when you could be getting on LinkedIn, You could be opening that newspaper to find, any kind of, I don't care what you do. You can do some lawn care on the side. You can walk dogs for all I care. You can bathe dogs. You can cut dogs' hair. You can cut your home dog's hair. I don't care what you do. But until you figure this out, don't ask me for nothing outside of my mama and my siblings. Everybody else is extended family by friendship. Well, and my auntie and my cousins. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Outside of them, 8 real relatives. That's crazy. 8 real relatives. Outside of that family, the blood family. Do not ask me for nothing if you're not doing nothing for me. And all I've asked is to watch my YouTube videos and shout them out. That's not too hard. It's really not. The amount of money I put into y'all, I could have put it to the side. I could have got a car, a motorcycle. I could have got some purebred dogs. I could have got tattoos. I could have went on trips. But nobody ever wonders why I got it. They just wonder when they can get it. I had to make a change in my life. I had to make a pivot. I realized what I was doing was not going to get me where I wanted to go. And I needed more discipline. So then I went to this avenue of going to the military. And I know some people can't go into the military. That's okay. But that's not the only options. And I still got such a gracious heart. And I still want to give. But if I ain't got it, you ain't getting it. And if I do got it, you ain't getting it. Until these requirements are met. Thank you. I wish y'all the best. I really genuinely do. In my hardest time, me and my family, we lived in a hotel for like 2 months. In my hardest time, I remember sleeping on the floor of this hotel room, crying and praying to God, asking for just wisdom and guidance and a change of perspective. And then after that is when I became the janitor. Getting some humility to do something that I would have never tried to do prior to being in that position. I was riding a bike to work at this pet store, 10 miles a day in the summer, because my car broke down and I didn't have money to fix it. But I still had to work. There's going to be very challenging times in this life. And if somebody's just helping you out every single time, you're never going to appreciate or value the lesson that can be taught in that struggle. Most people think because they struggled so long ago or whatever, that they learned everything they can learn from struggle. So they never need to do that again. So gimme. No, every time you struggle, you should learn something. Every time. I remember when I first joined the military, I had to pay off some debts from before I joined. And for like 3 months after I paid all my bills, I would have like $40 to $100 for the month. God is good because we made it. We made it through that. And nobody ever knew about this. And the fact that people would still ask me for money and I would still send it goes to show that just because somebody's giving you something doesn't mean they're in a position that's better than yours. And you're not even considering if they're in a position that's worse than yours. Because you came to them in hopes that you could just receive. And I'm all for just giving and loving. And I don't have no problem with giving. But now y'all know my terms and conditions. So all I had to say, I'm going to waste 10 little minutes of your time. I was going to make it like 3 minutes. I ain't going to lie, but y'all working my nerves, dog. 950, 951, 952, 953, 954, 955. All right. God bless y'all.